Today on Guess What I Found Out, we're going to discover some facts about the ocean's biggest brainiacs. No, not Jeff Bezos on a yacht, actual whales. That's right, Curious George, it turns out the giant water sausages we call whales are not just floaty blobs with flippers. They're emotionally complex, cognitively advanced, and frankly, smarter than at least 3 people I went to high school with. If you've ever felt dumber than a whale, congratulations, you're self-aware. Smash that like button to celebrate your emotional growth. Meet the humpback that decided Alaska wasn't cold and dangerous enough, so it started patrolling rocky shorelines, alone, like a brooding indie film protagonist. Why? To chase fish, of course, but not just any fish. No, this overachiever figured out when a local salmon hatchery released baby fish and scheduled its lunch accordingly, every year, even when the schedule changed. It even followed the salmon pens as they were being towed away, like a clingy ex who doesn't take "we moved the fish" for an answer. And just when you thought it was done, nope. This culinary daredevil started blowing bubble nets to trap the fish and even went full Ocean's 11, diving inside the pens like a sushi thief. I mean, sure, I can't even remember where I parked at Target, but this whale tracks a mobile seafood buffet across seasons. Are you impressed, shocked, or mildly jealous of a whale's meal prep routine? Follow for more reasons to question your own productivity. Let's talk orcas, the apex predators of the sea, or as I like to call them, wet assassins with family values. Norwegian orcas literally use calls to coordinate hunting. That's right, these guys invented group chats before Apple. They herd herring into tight balls using sound because apparently even their prey gets peer pressured, and then zap them with sonar blasts so strong the fish pass out like college freshmen at a frat party. And then they eat only the middle. I guess even whales hate fish heads. Down in Mexico, you've got the ninja orcas. No flashy sound shows, just stealth. They figured out how to stun stingrays without becoming dead, and then they taught it to the rest of the pod, like a TED Talk but with teeth. And in Patagonia, orcas beach themselves to catch seals. That's right, they launch themselves out of the ocean just to snack. It takes years to learn and one bad landing to become a stranded sushi roll. Let's talk feelings, Curious George. Ever cried in traffic? Well, whales have you beat. Take Leo, a killer whale who got stuck in shallow water. His pod didn't just ditch him like Karen from accounting. No, they stayed nearby, calling to him, waiting, risking stranding themselves. If that doesn't hit you in the feels, congratulations, you're a crab. And humpback moms, absolute MVPs. They guard their calves like they're carrying the last iPhone. From suitor males to curious sharks, they protect, teach, and cuddle like floating helicopter parents. Turns out whales don't just hunt and emote, they party. Sperm whales play belly to belly. They groom. They pass objects back and forth like toddlers with toys or bored cats. Grey whales, they surf, literally. In Baja, they ride waves like they're on a whale version of Baywatch. Is it mating behavior? Fun? Midlife crisis? Who knows? But I'd watch that spin-off. Still watching? Congratulations, you're officially deeper than a kiddie pool. Tap like so the algorithm knows you're emotionally available. All this is thanks to Rick Rozen and his team, who paddle around with cameras, hydrophones and, hopefully, a lot of snacks. They track individual whales for years, record their vocalizations, and try not to get emotionally attached to beings that are smarter and more emotionally stable than most humans. Whales problem solve, teach each other, form strong social bonds, and play like toddlers on a sugar high. But we still don't know how much they know, or whether they look at us and think, wow, these land mammals are struggling. So we continue to study, to listen, and occasionally to get dunked on by an 80,000-pound fish-shaped genius. So, Curious George, if you just spent 8 minutes learning that whales are possibly better people than people, you're welcome. Hit that follow button for more sarcastic science and emotional damage. And remember, next time you're feeling proud of yourself for solving a Wordle in 2 tries, there's a whale out there, timing fish schedules and inventing bubble traps. Stay humble.